You're listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
What it do, what it do, what it do. Sorry we're late, but we're here now. Everybody, thanks for popping through to the Party Nerds. We are live here. I'm your boy Ralphie. We got the Jorge, the evil producer, and light-skinned Dreezy Haas in the building.
The fuck you just said?
What? I had to wake you up one way or another, right? And it worked, right? Merry Christmas Eve. But all right, once again, sorry for being late, but we are here now. We are here to discuss our next topic, something that was just dropped last week, something that everybody's pretty anticipating, which is James Gunn's Superman. Super motherfucking man has finally arrived and is finally in all of our faces to see what James Gunn is ready to do with the DC. So we had posed the question out there: can DCU compete now with James Gunn's leadership? So with the panel, we're going to go ahead and discuss, can James Gunn actually do it? If you guys don't know who James Gunn is, or you're not familiar with James Gunn, go back into your Disney Plus and look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Go ahead and recap yourself with Guardians of the Galaxy, because that brilliant piece of work is now on DC. That man is on DC, and he's about to bring what I've probably seen, and I'm gonna say this, House, it looks kind of special. At first, I was kind of away from it. I was like, nah, I ain't like the outfit. I definitely still don't like the dude that has the T on his face. I don't know who this is. Eve Bradley was good. I don't like it. I don't like how it meshes with his afro.
Mr. Terrific.
I get that. I get that. The only thing that's terrific.
I've never in my life liked Mr. Terrific. Ever.
No.
Ever.
Why?
Ever.
Why?
Ever. And he has this black T on his face. Yo, he was in was it Arrow? He's part of like the Arrow crew on the Arrow CW show. Yeah, man, he got a lot going. Or was it Flash? It might have been the Flash. I think he might have been part of the Flash. He might have been part of Arrow. I haven't watched it. Either way, he's in that Arrowverse, and yeah, he was wiggity whack.
Well, they done brought that wiggity whack guy to the screen.
I don't know
and
why.
We got to see a little bit of that. I guess his powers, which looks like it was like a force field.
I mean, it looked cool. I ain't gonna hold
it.
You.
Definitely.
I just don't like the character. That's just me.
Okay.
It's just personal preference. He's corny as fuck, but that's just me.
Shout outs to his barber. Second, we had the Green we had the Green Lantern character. Guys, please tell me a little bit more about the Green Lantern.
First of all, Guy Gardner is the worst Green Lantern character. Wow. The worst. Out of all the Green Lanterns that you could line up, they picked the worst one with the worst haircut. He walks around with this bowl cut. He looks crazy. Now, yeah, like, come on, man. Like, but accurate as fuck. Like, they got the bowl cut down. I didn't think you could do that on live action. He came on screen. Like, he looks on it. This Guy Gardner, though. Like, that's not. We need a Jon Stewart, even another Hal Jordan. But we got Guy Gardner right now. So it's cool. Whatever. Go ahead.
Well, we keep leading off. We got a new Lex Luthor.
And this Lex is good.
You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, I think he's a brilliant actor. I've seen some of it. Wasn't he in Rhinefeld with Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah. He was Beast in the Fox universe.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. He was Beast. Hooking up with Jennifer Lawrence off camera.
It sounds like a winner. Somebody who's out there shooting his shot, so shout out to him. What else?
He's no stranger to the comic book movie genre at all.
And then we had what was it, like a big old monster thing? It looked like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh yeah. I forget
There was definitely a lot. I mean, there's a lot to unpack.
I mean, Superman's a pretty powerful character. You need powerful villains and powerful challenges for him. So yeah, you're gonna get like Godzilla. Godzilla type villains in a Superman movie. Yo, for real, he really does. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, he looks like shit, but
So-
it's Guy Gardner.
So I mean, not for nothing, as a teaser trailer, as an intro into, again, the DCU universe, and like I said, James Gunn is basically controlling this ship.
Right.
Let's unpack it. Let's get right into it. So, we're kind of watching the trailer, and the very first shot we get is the Yamcha pose. I'm
Dude.
talking about,
Oh yeah.
and we see my boy laid out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Done
there's
got his-
only
Superman
so
done got his ass whooped.
So is this
Bob-
Superman supposed to be like kind of relatable, like weak and like a year one Superman?
Nah, he seems to be more like a year 2 Superman. So we're not gonna. You'll get a short version probably. Oh, look who it is!
Well, look who arrives.
Grandmaster Lake. So look,
That's right. Super late. Want to know
late.
why? Because I hate Christmas. All right, so
Oh,
because you hate
What happened?
Christmas.
well, I was just kind of driving this shit, but we're unpacking James
trailer.
Gunn
because I did all my
and the
shit. I
trailer.
did all my shit last minute. I did everything last minute because
that's
I
what black people do.
I do
So,
I do all this shit last minute because I don't like the holiday. I do everything last minute and then I give everything away. That's it. Get away from me.
Yeah. Nah,
I'll see you guys
Well,
later.
listen,
I'm with it.
At the end of the day, I'm proud of you. I'm
Well,
proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
I'll briefly catch you up.
Go ahead.
Mr.
Superman.
Yeah. So we talked about a couple characters. Mr. Terrific. I always thought he was corny.
Yes.
Guy Gardner.
Michael Holt? Oh no.
I'm not saying Michael Holt.
He's not the worst.
I'm just saying Guy Gardner's not the worst.
Guy Gardner's not the worst. It's Hal Jordan.
No. Stop.
Hal is the worst.
He's
Fuck that guy.
How? No. Nobody worse than Guy Gardner. But that's a conversation.
Hal is holier than
we got
thou.
that far. We got to Mr. Terrific, and we got to Guy Gardner. We got to the big giant
dinosaur looking thing, whatever.
Yeah. I forget the name of that.
Kaiju, right?
That's a kaiju.
Well, did we forget? Did we forget Hawk Girl? John Stewart's
No. We didn't get there yet. We didn't get there yet. We were building into it. We only did like 2 characters.
This was the first time that I actually decided to take lead, and I'm proud of myself.
Yeah,
It was like 8 minutes.
Bro.
I'm happy.
8 minutes of me going.
chilling.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's the
aside
3
from the
that's the 3
Superman
characters
news,
we talk about though. What you got?
good. And well, the big thing about that is, of course, over the weekend, I just want to give a shout out to Ralphie because I think he called it. I'm not sure if it was you or him about Sonic 3 beating Mufasa's ass this week.
Oh yeah, that was a him.
Good.
Thank
Say
you.
it, Ralphie.
Thank you. I fucking told you. If you listen to your audience, you will have a magnificent and glorious win. Shout outs to the savior.
That's okay. I like how you combine that. What was that? Magnorious?
Okay. Magnorious, okay? Either which way, it beat out a fucking Disney movie. Let that simmer in your soul.
Yo, and listen. The only things I said about Sonic and this whole franchise is this shit's fire. This shit's dope. This shit is insanely dope.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. What a great it might be the best video game trilogy. I ain't even see 3 yet. I'm going tomorrow.
I'm about to say that has that. What other video game trilogies are there? Hold on.
There's not.
Resident Evil.
I don't think there is.
Which is way longer. Which is way longer.
Well,
than the
there's
trilogy.
7 of those.
Yeah. So that's
Okay,
one that comes right off the bat. But I mean, or we can just say it's a franchise. Like there's a couple that got 2 movies.
It is a franchise.
So as a franchise, I think it's the most entertaining adaptation of a video game with also using original ideas to bring it to life.
I think they get it right every single time.
Yeah, that's what
they
I'm
get
saying.
it right
And
every movie. Like the second movie, yep, you bring in Tails, you bring in Knuckles, and it's Idris. So you're like, okay, this is good. And then for the third one, we're like, okay, let's bring in Keanu, and we're gonna give Shadow his Glicky.
And okay, and here's another thing: let's not oversaturate the market by giving you a whole bunch of trailers of this, that, this, and that. They didn't do that. They did it in a moderation, but they gave you the teams, they gave you the artwork, they gave you again a couple trailers here and there, and then afterwards they let the art be the art. But at the end of it as well too, they stayed true to themselves, unlike others. Sony Universe, take you down.
My turn.
But go ahead, Haas. Go ahead, Haas.
Listen, we're forgetting the most important decision they ever made.
Which was
changing those motherfucking
turning Sonic
eyes
into from the
and pushing the date back to make sure they got it right, because they listened to the hardcore fans, saw we are about to have a disaster. We need to push this shit back and get it right. Did that, and it led to a fantastic franchise.
I heard that was I heard that was a PR stunt.
No way. No. They were trying. They didn't think the white with and they did it in a creative way too. So they didn't think Sonic having like all white with the two beady eyeballs was going to work. So they tried this design and it freaked everybody out. So by making it as realistic as a video game character they can make, like, Sonic's just not going to have one big eye with two eyeballs. So what they did was they did it close to the original design, made the hair right here white, so you get a little bit of the both worlds. They get what they wanted and get what the fans wanted. It brilliantly did that, and Sonic looks fantastic, and every character looks fantastic. They kept it. You know what? We're just going to pull them out the pages and put them in live action. That's what we're going to do. They
look just like the video game.
And 100%. With that being said, with that being said, to what Haas just said, and again, we'll continue it. When you listen to people who know what they are talking about, and I hope when I'm saying listening, this is for all you producers out there, all of you critiques of comic books and all that type of stuff. Send this message. Take a clip of this and send it out there. Go ahead and screenshot, whatever you need to do. When you listen to your fucking audience, when you listen to people who know what the fuck they're talking about, you will get the money that you deserve. They will get energy that it keeps giving you. You will get the product that you have been basically praying for. But when you think you know what you are doing and you don't want to listen to your audience, then you start looking at that dip low of Rotten Tomatoes of what would potentially be the worst film on top of Madam Web, you will get shit product. There's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this, Sony. Forgive yourself.
Right. I mean, as much as I feel like we've exhausted all the talk about the Sony universe because there's been 3 movies this year. That in comparison, that's god awful. But yes, the initial design for Sonic looked like an anthropomorphic YIF character.
Oof,
and
big word.
There was a conspiracy out there that felt like, okay, if more eyes were on that ugly character and we had to bring this character to life, let's delay it to the point where we bring forth a brand new character that looks more like the design itself, and then we win. So that was the conspiracy. It might not be true. Who knows? You know, there's that whole thing about the Deadpool test footage that masterfully leaked out in order for people to see Deadpool for the very first time. It just happened to be on YouTube for one day. And then they were like, oh, this looks real cool. When y'all doing a Deadpool movie? And the people over at Fox, 20th Century Fox were like, what? And then they looked on YouTube, saw there was a trailer on there. They were like, how the fuck did that get out there? Certain things that's what I'm saying. Certain things you have to do in order for them to notice you. But yes, as earlier, we are talking about this brand new DCU because once we get into next year, I mean, yeah, the first movie comic book wise is going to be Brave New World, Captain America 4. But come July is the Kickstarter to the entire DCU. James Gunn's brand new universe cinematically starts. Creature Commandos is already out and it's flames. If you watched episode 4, God, that's some sad ass shit. Justice for Weasel. Haas, Justice for Weasel. Did you watch episode 4?
I didn't watch episode 4 yet. I will. You can talk about it. I don't care because it's dope. And I'm not
gonna talk about it because we're talking about the other stuff. No, because I'm just saying. I just wanted to see if you saw it. I'm not gonna bring it up.
I seen your
Thank you.
mess.
I was gonna say it out loud.
Yes.
I was gonna say that out loud.
I seen your
because
message.
they need to right now. I don't care what Tim has going on in his life. Stop the production of everything that you're doing and just give us Mega Man.
Tim Miller.
Just give us.
Yo, the first thing about Secret Level is I'm first off, I'm happy at what I'm watching, and I understand that it's vignettes and these are very short stories, but fuck. 7 minutes of that Mega Man.
That was
9 minutes.
Yeah,
9 minutes. That Mega Man shit. That shit was. Yo, it was 17 minutes of that. What was the Armor Wars with Keanu Reeves? That shit looked flames.
It was phenomenal. The whole concept was
a lot of these.
Go ahead, because I was gonna say you can't give me Armored Core. You can't give me Armored Core and then only give me 9 minutes.
Yo, some of these are so flame. Like Unreal Tournament. First off, I don't play video games, so I have no idea what Armored Core is. I don't know what Unreal Tournament is. I'm looking at these shits with brand new eyes. I'm looking at these with brand new eyes, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking bananas.
This is the time to have it.
This is it.
Like, this is crazy looking. What was the other one?
I was gonna say even more so the animation, the style, the time. Like that's you're not seeing anybody animation. Like you can forget about 2025, 26 because we're winning Emmys. This is Emmy season. So clearly, whatever they have happening over there, shout out to Amazon, because once again, Amazon came through with another winner.
Amazon be killing it every time. Every time.
But to give us what we have right now is such a treat that if you are not watching it, where you haven't really, if you're trying to get kind of your feet, please take the time to watch Secret Level. But even more so, Tim, if you do not stop everything that you're doing and give me a Mega Man, I need a season, at least one season, a limited.
I had this movie with the killer storyline.
Give it to me because that was amazing.
What is up with you? You keep saying this Marvel Madness bullshit.
That's the ultimate test. If they give Marvel Madness a great storyline, dude, then they can do anything they can. They can do anything.
Marvel Madness. What is that?
You don't.
You got to tell me what Marvel Madness is because you brought this up twice.
Oh, hold on. I'll upload it.
All right. So until you bring it up, the Pac-Man story, I didn't know that they could do that.
Woo!
That Pac-Man story fucked me up because I remember Ed bringing it up after he came back from New York Comic-Con that he said that the Pac-Man story is going to throw you off because it's like dark, and I'm like, what do you mean dark? It's Pac-Man. Like you can't do nothing to Pac-Man to make it dark.
Where am I streaming this on? Where am I streaming this on?
On Amazon.
All right, say less.
Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. But they're vignettes. So they're like 7 minutes to 17 minutes a piece. So you'll be in the middle of some shit and your eyes are like trained to it, and then it's like game over. It's already off, and it's going to the next one. So the voice actors in this series are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Patrick Schwarzenegger, Keanu Reeves, Kevin Hart is actually in this shit. I forget some of the other ones, but I'm just like blown away. Kevin Hart was in the last one with the bike, the thing that was traveling with the bike. I forget it was called Game Time or something like that. With the girl that was like a courier on a bike, and then every time that she would hit a new level, her bike would gear up, and she would like all of a sudden she was like in a flight suit. That's how much. But the thing is, Kevin Hart turned into the villain. He was like the thing that was like navigating her throughout every single sequence. But once she veered off the path, that's when Kevin Hart basically like turned into a villain. I don't know, but the show phenomenal. I'll say that. That's Marble Madness. Stop. No.
Yo,
you got to. That's what you were talking about.
Oh snap! Yo, I forgot about that game, bro.
I'm out, bro.
Holy shit!
Yo.
I
totally forgot about this shit. And the thing is, like, I now know about that one. Okay, got it. But
Marble
shit.
Wow.
All right, so yeah, he said I'm actually watching it right now. Javier, if you're watching Secret Level, you are in for a treat, my man.
You're welcome.
But
yeah,
to get right into it, like outside of this, of course, I think it was it Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out in 2022. And pretty much after that, that was Gunn's signal that he was pretty much going to join the DCU, but we didn't know exactly what his title was yet until like 2 months later, to where you found out that he is basically like the CEO of the DCU. So he is Kevin Feige in DC Comics and also DC Films. So he has like, he's the same appropriations that Feige has, where he has kind of like, I'm not sure if he has final say or if he has subsequent say over what the comics are building up, but DC has probably, as far as the past 2 years, the biggest money-making catalog of comic books that are currently out in the market. Now, is he hoping to basically bounce that into the DCU, which we know has completely faltered when it was the DCEU. So when we're talking about this Superman trailer, this is your prerequisite. It's like, okay, I give you this trailer, I give you all these combatants that you basically have in this movie. It's not the Trinity that everybody hopes that it is. Batman's not in it. Wonder Woman's not in it. But
Wonder Man's definitely not in it.
Wonder Man's definitely not in it. But you get a Green Lantern with a bob cut. You know what I'm saying? So people are going to look at Guy Gardner and be like, "What the fuck is that?" Of course, yeah, that's exactly what you're going to say. You're going to get Hawk Girl. You're not going to get Hawkman, because to be honest, was my man Aldous Hodge when he played Hawkman? That shit looked legit.
Yeah, he did good
in Black Adam.
Oh,
when he played Hawkman.
And he played Hawkman as Anthony Mackie, because his whole cadence was Anthony Mackie. He delivered lines like Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson. Go watch it. If you think I'm playing, go watch it and then come back. Because I'm telling you,
know what the funny thing is?
Thought he was. I said this before. He thought he was Anthony Mackie. He thought he was Sam fucking Wilson, bro.
Sam Wilson.
He was always
yo.
I just kept
thinking. And wait, and the kid, the the kid was acting like he was Tom Holland and shit. His
the big Holland. The one that grew big.
Grew big.
See, that's how forgettable Black Adam was.
Wow, are you gonna really do that? Are you gonna really do that to the savior of movies for December?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne, yes, I am. Johnson, that's terrible. Don't do that. Put some respect on that man's name, okay?
We won't. We won't.
The Rock, okay? Save Christmas twice. Red one.
I'm not gonna count that as saving Christmas.
Put some respect on Black Adam. Okay.
All right.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
If I'm supposed to put some respect on Black Adam, show me your DVD of Black Adam in your house right now.
I'm not gonna show you that, but I will show you a DVD collection of Fast and Furious. Keep playing with me.
No, Now the Rock in Fast 5 now.
Okay, keep playing with me.
The Rock in Fast 5. Woo.
Right? Come on now.
He did his thing.
He bust through a brick wall in the
sure
favelas.
Did, bro.
Okay,
he
the
sure
favelas.
Did.
That was somebody's house.
He sure did.
Yeah. So aside from the trailer itself, I know Big. No, Jorge said it. Biggs is saying it about. You said it about the suits.
Yep, CW special. It should be doing cameos for Static Shock.
Wow.
Oh my God. Well, my thing is, Biggs, what do you want? What do you want the suit to look like? Like what? Like how futuristic do you want them to be? Like Superman's is pretty much like a generic ass costume as it is. You either have the trunks on the outside, you either don't have the trunks all together, but it's literally a blue suit, red boots, red cape, simple, done.
No nano suit like Henry Cavill's?
No, there's no nano suits, man. What the fuck?
Did he say a nano suit?
Stop.
Carbon fiber.
He said a nano suit.
Not for Superman, bro.
Well, see, if you look at a lot of outside of Star-Lord, if you look at a lot of Gunn's films, the only person that had that nanotech fucking helmet was Star-Lord. That's it. Everybody else had like a regular outfit. Ronin, even the villains, Ronin, the High Evolutionary, everybody had costumes and they just played their roles. If you know this man has an opportunity to direct his way out of this shit. Right. He said the film. Wait, what film wasn't great? Which one, Javier? But the suits look fire. Which one? Now, if you're saying like Man of Steel,
is he talking?
Which I love Man of Steel.
Oh man,
you know, so,
Man of Steel's awesome.
Yeah. So like, and the thing is, I think it's horrible to compare. Like, I don't compare Christopher Reeves to Henry Cavill, and I'm not going to compare Henry Cavill to him.
They played the part completely different.
Exactly. David Corn Sweat. I gotta get used to saying this guy's name. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta learn this guy's name.
Corn Sweat. Corn.
Corn Sweat.
Yeah. He's an Eagles fan. Go Birds.
That's right.
He is an Eagles fan.
And he's the tallest Superman.
His last name is Corn Sweat. That's a name. Corn Sweat.
it is a name.
You'll be remembered.
That's a name.
He grew up with that one. He had to grow up with that. That was elementary school.
That's a man that had to lift weights because that name got off. God, man.
I mean, now
you gotta learn how to fight with a fucking name like that.
I mean, he's Superman now. So,
Corn Sweat.
You know,
of course,
Superman.
Everett.
Dean Cain. That's right. I forgot about Dean Cain. Another great Superman.
And fuck Dean Cain's racist ass with Eddie Winslow arguing with him on Family Matters. Right?
Dean Cain.
You know, even putting out
the adventures.
Was Dean Cain was the cop, right?
Yeah. The one they
was
get
he the cop?
No,
Dean Family Matters.
No, he was the cat. No, actually, was it a different world or was it Family Members that got locked up with Dwayne?
It was a different world.
Yeah, you got locked up with Dwayne.
Dwayne
got locked up with Dwayne, and he spray painted nigger on his car.
Yeah, he did.
He's a Javier. I was talking about Black. All right, you were talking about Black Adam. Yes, the suits were flames in Black Adam. But the story,
absolutely. Yeah, they fucked up on the story.
Straight up.
But I didn't dislike Black Adam though. It was just it should have been better. It should have been better. I didn't dislike it. It just should have been better.
There you go.
It should have been way better.
It was awful, and I don't think it could have gotten any better.
Awful was awful. Nah, it wasn't awful, man. It wasn't awful. I'm not going to give it awful. Nah. To resort to having Black Adam try to battle Superman at the end. Do you remember the villain that he was fighting? See, the narrative. The narrative is probably awful.
Again, you weren't seeing the big picture. James, we're gonna get to your point. Trust me, we're gonna get there. But we still need to discuss Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The thing is, remember, big picture. You're thinking too small about Black Adam's supposed to fight Shazam. Scrap that, okay? Big picture. The Rock.
Who did he fight? I'm asking you, who did he fight?
No, Ralphie. He should have fought. He should have fought Shazam.
Should have fought Shazam.
You should have fought Shazam. I don't care. I don't care what the situation. That's his arch nemesis.
I don't even know the dude that he fought.
We don't know. I forget.
No, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows who he fought.
The narrative was horrible.
The narrative should have. It was a horrible. It was a horrible narrative. They break him out of whatever. They break him out of solitude to fight this entity. That's it.
Yeah, no, it should have been Shazam.
And nobody knows who it was.
Which this is the Rock's fault. They wanted The Rock didn't want to fight Shazam.
He wanted to
fight Superman. So
which is again,
he wanted to fight Superman.
And he sunk the goddamn ship.
Which we get because it's Dwayne. The Rock.
He sunk the goddamn ship, bro.
But anywho,
yeah.
I don't think the suit is terrible as everybody should be probably. At first, yeah. Did it look like
I don't think it's a big deal.
And yeah, it should be a big deal. The Superman suit.
The Superman
it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal.
I told y'all before they should never put them draws back on there. Now I heard they got the draws on them now, but in future films they're gonna drop the draws. Pause. They're gonna drop the draws. No, literally, they're gonna drop. He's gonna have money, right? And just go no draws. Pause.
You keep saying it. He sounded worse.
I'm about to say he's gonna get the Bastion treatment. Magneto just gonna show up. What's that one day?
No.
The draws are gone. They're like, yo, what happened to Superman's draws? Nothing.
Remember, he's an Eagles supporter. He loves the Eagles.
Enough. Look big. So if we were to go back to Everett's comment, he said, what about Superman and the Yamcha pose? All right, so here's the one thing about that. I heard that Corn Sweat wanted to do that, and that James Gunn agreed.
That name.
You see, you know what? Then I applaud that. If that is true, then I applaud that because it's going to be a good one if you can reference some type of anime in it. Because now you're not only gathering your comic book, you're gathering the anime heads now. And we all called that shit from the rip.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why is Superman in that Yamcha pose? But now that you've gotten another tier of fans, I don't know who's in that camp, but whoever said that and put that, smart. Very smart.
Yeah, according to everybody on set, that was him. That was Corn Sweat that basically said, when you put me in this pit, I'm going to look like this. But also, if you think about the allegory of it, because everybody compares Goku as someone that is in comparison to Superman.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think that's where didn't they get it from? That I'm pretty sure they copied it. It was just like an American version.
And the thing is, there's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? If you Homelander, bad Superman, Omni-Man, horrible Superman, horrible father,
horrible mustache.
Remember Bright? Oh no, wait, great mustache. Great mustache.
You all right, you grow it then.
We've tried. We can't.
Grow it.
It's a great mustache. I can't grow that shit.
If
I could grow it, I would Selleck this whole show if I could grow that shit.
Yeah, you shave your chin strap. Your strength.
Yeah, you almost there. You shave get rid of this,
and then you just go straight mustache.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's starting to get the handlebar.
It's really starting to happen.
It's starting to come. Yeah.
Hey, yo, chat, real quick. Don't you think James should probably do that? That'll be just in time for when Invincible comes out.
We'll just call you Sanchez. We'll just keep calling you Sanchez. Just do that.
I'm just gonna get you a pair of Oakleys. That's what you need. A pair of Oakleys to go with that.
Oakleys? What the fuck?
There you go. 2025.
That is
just gonna go.
That is stereotypical. Some Oakleys.
Just don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Some Oakleys, some Dickies. We'll get you some Dickies and a white shirt. Maybe some plaid. Maybe some plaid.
Just give me a Carhartt outfit and I'll be fine.
And then maybe some Chucks.
No.
Top everything off.
Oh.
This ain't West Coast, dog. This ain't West.
I mean, you are on the borderline.
Oh, wait. Hey, Javier finally gave me the name of the villain from Black Adam. His name was Sabak. See,
I wish he didn't tell us that. Sheesh.
Yeah, he said I always thought the idea of the red trunks symbolized more human, without the trunks symbolized more alien. Now, see, there's a lot of people that will come to the realization of the symbolization of the character as to saying that he's the archetype for the red-blooded American when he's an actual legal alien. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
really
the dude's
technical.
an alien.
That really got technical right there. I wasn't expecting that.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people that like symbolize or have comparison to what the personality of Superman is, somewhat of this red-blooded American boy from Smallville, Kansas. I like, this is an alien from outer space, a humanoid that looks like us, but he ain't us. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a dude that can literally circle himself around the globe so fast that he can make time go backwards.
That's
This is what Superman does.
That's exactly how it was with Goku.
Exactly. So if you're talking about like symbolism, like there's certain things that Goku does that are sort of in the same comparison as him. So when we're talking about like this trailer and all the people that he's included so far, we talked about the Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. We talked about Mr. Terrific. We talked about Hawk Girl. We talked about the Kaiju in there. You know,
Lex Luthor.
We talked about basically.
We didn't talk about Lex Luthor. We just brought his name up before. Fact.
Oh, Nicholas Hoult. Okay.
We kind of talked about, like, we was in the process. Yeah, we was in the process. We talked about him being an X-Men, and he's no stranger to the comic book genre. What's your thoughts on Nicholas? Not at all. On Nicholas playing Lex Luthor.
Look, he say, wait, a legal alien, but he passes for white. Complex story. Wow.
We trying to keep our show.
He's definitely getting his papers.
We trying to keep our show right now. Relax, brother. You're borderline. Watch out.
The one thing I will say about Nicholas Hoult, he's one of those actors that likes to play in comic book movies. And if you have someone that likes to be in comic book movies and just likes to do these 24/7, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, in some of those scenes where he's like close up and really pissed off, like it's funny because we haven't even heard anybody talk in the trailers. It's just literally just like some music playing, and the only like parts where you actually hear people talking are like the little kid that's like raising the flag and like people that are just like moving around. Nobody talks. I mean,
he did whistle.
Not a scene where
I think he whistled for
that was the only part where he whistled for the dog. Take me home, take me home.
Take me home.
And then here you go. Hold on.
Got my ass.
You see, here you go again. Y'all are not seeing what's happening. I see you, James. And that's another market right there. Crypto, okay? Crypto, aka the dog lovers community. Right there. For somebody who said a mingy dog, somebody said that's actually an adorable dog. And
that was Jerv. Jerv called him a mingy mutt.
That mingy mutt is about to be America's pet.
Jerv said that shit.
That's about to be America's
You said, who put this mingy mutt together? That's what he said. I was like, that is trifling.
Okay.
So, but here's what I will say about Crypto being in this movie is that Gunn tested that market doing Guardians 3, where he had the inclusion of animals and the wrongful treatment of animals in Guardians 3.
Yep.
So when we get into this movie, we're gonna people that are dog lovers, animal lovers combined are gonna grow a sort of sentiment towards Crypto. Lord be if by anything that could happen if there is a second movie of this, if they kill Crypto and then Superman goes John Wick on the entire fucking thing.
Woo!
That's what I'm saying. So if you put a dog companion with Superman and you figure out the only way to basically set him off is to kill his attachment, bro. That might be a good story.
We were expecting a pit bull or something.
See, you wanted him to be a pit bull. You talking about Crypto look kind of scruffy. Come on, Everett. I was expecting a tough dog. What kind of dog? You want a Rottweiler? You want a Rottweiler to be with Superman, huh?
No, he was watching. You ready for this? He was watching DC super animal heroes. He was watching the DC super animal heroes with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So he was expecting that kind of built dog, what he saw on there. And Kevin Hart was clearly the Batman one. But I see where you're going, Everett. Okay, you wanted something built like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No,
we didn't get that.
He said at least a Labrador Retriever, a lab. I don't
spell it. You should have just spelled it all out. You should have spelled it all out. Don't do this.
All right, look. Big said, all right, a husky.
A husky, please.
Now, Andre, only the first episode is dropped, so Haas is the only one that's watching What If. It's actually playing in the background.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I watched the first 2 episodes. Yeah, the first one.
Ray, are you just catching up right now? What's up? Where have you been at?
He is catching
first
up.
Episode.
You said you don't know what Arbiter is?
The first episode's pretty dope. Actually, really dope. I like the first. I think a lot of people are gonna like the first episode. The second episode
was that the mech one?
Is that the what?
Is that the mech one? The one with
that
Captain
was
America
with
and the
Keanu
mech?
Reeves. Wait, time out. I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's that one? What? Jesus Christ.
But
all right, I gotta peep that shit.
Episode 2's you're gonna like episode 2. It's Eternals based.
Okay.
You like Eternals, so you're gonna like episode 2.
Look, he sold them. Look at how his eyes go. It just.
I'm just saying. There's a
low-key watered.
There's an Eternals foundation in episode 2. I think you'll enjoy it.
Ever so often, I gotta put my seasoning in it. It's okay. I know I'm not getting them back,
but
it's fine.
But episode 1 is an anime.
Oh, because it's Gundam.
Yep,
it's Gundam.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
It's an anime. It's an anime and a Godzilla movie all in one.
I can't wait.
Wonderful episode.
Kaijus? Like Hulk kaijus?
Oh, listen, I'm not saying no more shit. I told y'all what I just said. Y'all gotta watch. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into it. Do we think? Do we? No. Don't get into the comments yet.
Yeah, not yet.
I was going to ask the fellas. I was going to ask the fellas as far as like their interpretations of exactly how they would feel. How do y'all feel about Gunn being now holding his leadership as far as like being the CEO of DCU?
Go ahead, Hans.
No, listen. He's got the Kevin Feige treatment. He has the keys to the car, right? He's steering the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's taken that more MCU experience. He knows what works. He knows what quality is. He knows how important it is to have a singular vision along with talented creative minds help pushing the story forward and trying to get multiple properties to coexist in a single cinematic universe. So yes, I think it's going to, and especially with Marvel trying to relive the glory days of the past, which in this phase, the multiverse saga, they they dropped the ball on a lot of projects thinking they could just put shit out. They do now. They understand we got to get back to the drawing board and get back to our foundation of what got us to the success, which is building a cohesive universe again. Really just not putting a group of Avengers together like it's nothing, like you have to build to that. And so I think after Secret Wars with the Mutant Saga, like they're going to get back to quality, right? But DC and James Gunn, knowing that, he gets to wipe the slate clean. He already showed us with Peacemaker that he can do the funny and make it quality, right? In DC.
Oh yeah,
like we've seen that in DC.
And raunchy.
He can shock you, make you laugh, and give you a quality story in a singular series He's showing you in Creature Commandos that he can take animation and give substance to it. And now he's going to show us in Superman Legacy, he's going to show us that we can get the Boy Scout Superman and put him in a realistic universe, and he won't be too corny. He can still be real. He can still be vulnerable. He can still have challenges. The first time we see him, he got his damn ass whooped. And
right.
And he can sprinkle in different characters to show how cohesive the universe is, right? With Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl.
Mm-hmm.
He has multiple villains, which it's gonna I feel like
he's got a big rogue gallery that still hasn't been touched.
He does. Yeah, but in this movie in particular, you know, he got Metamorpho, Metamorpho. Yeah, Metamorpho. He's got Lex Luthor. He's got this big giant monster, Godzilla type monster. Yeah, like, so he's got multiple challenges for. Oh, and the most important one, Ultraman.
Yeah.
So this version of Ultraman is
a
little different. It seems to be a clone. So he's working the Bizarro, but more like,
yep.
It's like a combination of Bizarro and Ultraman from a different universe. They're more, so he's a clone, and he's going to be fighting. That's probably why Superman got his ass whooped.
He's in the suit.
He fought. Yeah. So his suit is covered up. Obviously, he has the mask on. He has the U, right? And his mask is covered up just so people that don't really know, they don't know who it is. And then in the movie, you get to reveal, like, oh no, it's clone Superman.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So that's why it wasn't the monster that whooped Superman's ass.
No, that's definitely Ultraman that beat his ass.
Yeah, that's who beat his ass.
And
so
it's funny. I'm not sure how many DC Comics readers we got in here, but Kal-El is an evil clone, homicidal version of Superman from the comic 100%. Books. Also, the fact that if you look at the outfit that he's wearing, if those of you that watch DC animation, if you remember when Doomsday showed up in that fucking like pullover outfit, and then he's getting his ass whooped by the entire Justice League, but piece by piece, you could see Doomsday like eye coming out of it and everything. That's almost replicant to the same suit from the animation and everything like that. So the thing is, we don't know who's fighting him. I'm pretty sure that mask is going to come off, and he's going to realize that he's fighting a clone of himself. He just hasn't seen
fighting himself. He's fighting himself. So it's real deep. I think there's like I said, I think one of the most important things is substance and quality. I think James Gunn's going to do that. I think we're going to get a new DC universe that is definitely going to rival Marvel. I think him being the driving force is something we all should be very happy about. Very happy about, because now we can finally, and I say this with confidence, I think we finally get, all right, this DC movie's coming out. Yo, can't wait for it to come out. Bang. This Marvel movie's going to come out. Bang, can't wait for that either. Now we finally get what we always wanted.
I wanted to coexist.
We didn't want the competition. That's not what we wanted. We didn't want like, oh, this movie's going to be better than this movie. We just want good quality shit, but with this group of characters that we read from the comics and watched TV shows and and this side that did comics and animation and all kinds of stuff. Like, we wanted it both. It's okay. Like, we want as much as you can give us. We didn't want the bullshit. Like, we did not want what DC was giving us and just throwing in our face and disrespecting us with their Justice League and all the shitty movies that they gave us. Like, we did not deserve that. WB stepped in the way. Now they got their own Kevin Feige, which came from Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, I'm very excited.
Good. Ralphie.
I mean, has kind of summarized it all up, but to be honest with you, I think we are going to see finally the shift that I guess everybody has been anticipating, been waiting. We're going to finally get quality DC movie, right? And not for nothing, just to what Haas just said, DC now has their Kevin Feige. It's James Gunn. He came from Marvel and is over there. They gave him the primetime seat because why? He knows what he's doing. You've seen the movies, you've seen, like, again, the Guardians of the Galaxy and what he's capable of doing. So you can only imagine when his budget is now kind of, it's unleashed, what magic he's probably going to be able to come and kind of, we want to see that coexist, but it is also in that same breath, it is up to us to, once again, not deter people, not try to trash the film, not try to, take away from the art or whatever the case may be, because it only takes a couple of you fucking critiquers and reviewers to just go ahead and ruin everything that's potentially about to happen, right? You have good stuff that
I like that analogy.
Yeah, you have good stuff that's happening. Let's actually finally be appreciative of it. Let's take the trailer for what it is. Let's get back into getting excited for some stuff. But also, in that same breath, let's not try to trash it. Because the moment that we decide on trashing it, we're back in the square one of being miserable and just hating shit. And at that point, you're going to just see me at the end of the year telling you all of you motherfuckers, that you guys might as well just watch Madam Web. I'm going to get you guys Madam Web for DVD and Blu-ray, and you're going to figure out a way to watch it, because I will be the one to get it for you, because they killed Mike Epps for nothing. So if you can do something like that, if you can do something like that, just don't believe what I'm able to come out with. But no, that's my take.
Yep. Everett said, I hope this will be like Monday Night Wars was for wrestling. Both studios will have to bring their best for every movie. Now, that's exactly the sentiment. That's how it should be. The one thing that I will say is that a lot of the negative approach to James Gunn taking over the DCU hasn't been from Marvel fans. It's been from the Snyder cult, who have magically awakened from the mist. Like, they're already, for one, because of this trailer, they're already comparing in a heavily transposed platform. Henry Cavill is now moved on. They're comparing Henry Cavill to this Superman already. He's only been on screen for 2 minutes.
The associate producers are coming out?
The associate producers are on it. So, like, what do we think of the negativity is not coming from Marvel fans, that it's actually coming from the DCEU people?
It's going to get worse.
It's coming from it's coming from the Snyder people.
Yeah.
You ready for this? Hey, Snyder people.
Yep.
You should probably link up with all the Star Wars fans, the ones that specifically want, like, the Luke Skywalker thing. Y'all should mesh up together. Have like an ensemble. Go to a Hilton and create and get that, the ballroom or something like that, where you can all just sit in a room and hate watch it, just so that at least you can hate watch together as opposed to being separate. Because y'all have to let shit go. Just let it go. We're done. Henry has moved on. We have this new, what was it? Cossinger? What's his name again? Either which way. He had a can thrown at his head.
Corn Sweat.
And he did the Corn Sweat. We got Corn Sweat now.
It's
the Corn Sweat gang. It sounds disgusting. That is not a name. Corn Sweat gang. Ugh. Oh, it smells like a jail.
Look, Everett said, yeah, look, bro. Everett said Henry Cable's going to be the robot line from fucking Voltron pretty soon. He said these Snyder fans should move on. Look, they let go of Henry Cavill. Remember, he came back for his little cameo at the end of Black Adam, and then they was just like, nah, bro, we don't need you. And this was more so Gunn's thing. Gunn was like, I'm pretty much starting this.
Thank you, Big. What did I say, Big? Let it. That's exactly right.
Just give
Big.
it a chance. Also, I have another question about this whole topic, mainly from the Superman perspective. And I know that this, like, sometimes becomes like a little bit polarized with people that like Superman. What is it? Why is it such a problem that Superman is a Boy Scout, that he represents good? Why do they want him to be like Homelander? Is it such a bad thing for him to embolden positivity?
You want to go first, or
yeah. You know why? Because
why?
Superman is a Superman's too OP. So for him to be a hero, it gets boring. Like we need a challenge. Now, for him to be a villain, and heroes got to come together to stop him. That's interesting. So that's where it comes from. When you're so OP like Superman, it's like, what is your weakness? Kryptonite, magic, okay. Like, there's not enough kryptonite or magic in the world that can stop you. So, dog, it gets boring. So it's hard to. How can you come up with creative ways? Like, and it's like, it depends on the writer, because you could have him fighting against Darkseid. He could punch him halfway across the universe, or he could punch him and not flinch. So it's like, what is his power set and how strong? Like, it's weird. It gets weird. You try to dumb him down, or you try to boost his powers up. Either way, it's weird. And it gets really, like, it gets boring, because you're like, he's going to win. Now, why is Batman so appealing? That motherfucker don't got no powers. He just got money. He's smart, and he knows karate.
Shit at you. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. That's
right.
it.
So that's where it is. Superman as a villain, like an Injustice, or characters like we mentioned, like Homelander and was it
Omni-Man?
Yeah. So it's like, so when you get characters like that, they're very, very intriguing. So Ralphie, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and say two things. One, go ahead. No, I was gonna say two things. Number one, let's again take it into the anime world, where I think Superman came from, which is Goku. The moment that he became Goku Black, everything skyrocketed, because again, he's so OP. There's nothing he can do, and he's always going to come out victorious. But what if you make him evil? And what if he has a struggling time trying to defeat, if we're having a hard time to defeat the most powerful person, right? He's talented. He has the powers that he has the moveset. What if you make him bad? It's definitely interesting, number one. And number two, if you really think about it, us as our generation and all that, we're all cynical. Like, really, let's take it down. We're too used to the goody two shoes. So when you have a goody two shoes on there, it's like, all right, man, come on. We want what we want, which is violence. We want Batman beating the shit out of somebody. We want to see the darkness, because again, we're so used to doing the light thing. We're doing everything in our power to do our everyday that sometimes we just want to just watch some good shit go bad.
Are we? Oh, you're saying like in real life, you're so used to like seeing that in real life that you want to see something that's completely opposite.
That part.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback. I want to piggyback up what he's saying, because if y'all remember Batman vs Superman, everybody and their mama was rooting for Batman to kick his ass. Didn't matter what, even though Batman was wrong, everybody wanted to see Batman. How was Batman? It wasn't, how is Superman going to kick his ass? We know he can kick his ass. How is Batman going to kick his ass? That's the intriguing thing about it, and that's what made that scene appealing. It's like, well, we know he's not strong enough to fucking compete with him. So what the is he going to do, right? So that's what
create some kryptonite waste.
Yeah, right. If somebody didn't read the comics, like, they don't know, like, how is Batman with no powers going to beat this guy? So they got to find out, right? And it's and in that same movie, we got the dream sequence, and we got to see Superman become more like the Injustice Superman and become very evil.
Oh yeah, Nightmare. The Nightmare sequence.
Right, the Nightmare, yeah. So that Nightmare sequence, we got to see what an evil Superman could do. It's just more intriguing. It's entertaining. It's damn, they're gonna stop this motherfucker, right? And that's what that's what it is. More to, if this motherfucker keeps going up against Lex Luthor, like, we know eventually he's just gonna overpower this motherfucker. No matter how smart Lex Luthor is, he's gonna find a way to beat this motherfucker. Right, so that's where it comes.
Maybe. Okay.
But you sound like you got something different.
No, I don't have anything different. Right. I mean, I think I've gotten used to all these. I think I've gotten used to all these carbon copy Supermans, and I want to get back to Superman. I want to actually see
with the draws.
I've seen Omni-Man. I've seen Homelander.
Jorge, see him in the draws. Pause.
Pause.
Year one Superman, right?
Pause.
He's year 2. This is like year 2, year 3 Superman.
I think Batman beat the
Yeah,
shit out of people
I want to
because he don't
see.
have powers like everyone else.
Yeah.
That's it, Biggs. That's it. And that's all we want to see.
Yeah, I
Beat the
think
shit
that's
out of him.
disgruntled energy from Batman. Bruce Wayne is just like, you know what? I got to showcase that I got at least a little bit of power, so I have to beat the shit out of people.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
And I
him.
got money. I can make my problems go away.
But you
I
saw,
gotta
know what I
beat the
mean?
shit
but
out of
you
him.
know, you know another thing about BBS before we get into this thing? We saw how when shit gets really real, Batman goes to the side and chills the fuck out until it's time to take the potato gun. And
Bro,
shoot
when he saw Doomsday for the first time, he was like, what the fuck is that? He was like, you mean there's aliens bigger than this thing? He got
Let me sit
scared.
out.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, that was one thing that Snyder fucked up on. Snyder made Batman terrified for the very first time. And he was like, he saw Doomsday. Doomsday came out that science laboratory. He was like, what the fuck is this shit? He was like, I gotta go back to Gotham.
You got this.
Yo, that motherfucker was
They're like,
bed so fast,
Superman,
bro.
you got this?
My boy packed
Superman,
up.
you got this?
That
You
motherfucker
got
was
this.
looking
You
over-
and the girl,
looking over like,
you and the girl that
y'all
showed up
alright?
with the shield. You and the girl that showed up with the shield and the sword. Y'all got it? All right.
Didn't he fly around in the bat helicopter, and then he just started shooting. He just said, "Y'all got it. I'm gonna shoot
That fucking Wonder Woman theme music came up.
Batman had a potato gun, and he was just.
Wonder Woman showed up. He was like,
Snyder fans.
I thought she was with you.
You. I thought you was you.
I thought she was with you.
Yo, murdered Batman. Batman was ruthless. Batman was ruthless that whole movie. The whole movie. He didn't give a fuck about Superman. He didn't give a fuck about shit. He was branding motherfuckers. Like, he didn't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah. Bro,
Seen
he
Doomsday, that
literally
motherfucker-
strapped a parademon to like this thing in the beginning of the movie. So I was like, how are you?
Yes.
You weren't scared of seeing these flying fucking aliens come out of hell. But as soon as Doomsday pops up from a laboratory, he's like, what the fuck?
This nigga, this motherfucker really let Superman and Wonder Woman like, y'all got it. Y'all got it. This motherfucker tried to kill Superman. He tried to kill Superman, then all of a sudden, nah, you got it.
You got it, champ. Hey, you got it. Go ahead.
You got it.
Batman literally sat in the background and watched Wonder Woman clip this nigga's ankles with her sword and watch Superman spear this motherfucker.
Yeah.
King, 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 king.
And this is right after Batman went into a warehouse full of 30 motherfuckers, beat all they had,
And fought a
got the
Kryptonian. You fought a Kryptonian. Now you scared?
Good. That was the Debo. That was clearly the Debo. He was not
horrible
expecting to see.
writing, bro.
Couldn't take it.
Horrible writing.
I couldn't take it. This was horrible writing. Doomsday comes out. That's all you heard, bro. Couldn't take that shit. Fuck. Jorge, let's get to these comments,
We're
man.
ready.
See what these people
We're
think
ready.
about Gunn's leadership.
Comments coming up next.
All right, here we go. So we asked the internet, can DCU compete
The
now
internet.
with Gunn's leadership?
The internet.
Can they compete? And to be honest, I don't want them to compete. I want them to coexist. Well, oh wow, I have a lot of faith in Gunn, but some choices are very suspect. Extremely disappointed in the costumes. Who gives a fuck about the costumes? Extremely disappointed in the lack of a full reboot from scratch. We know the story. Do we need a full reboot? And then there seems to be way too many characters in it. They're probably all going to die. What is supposed to be a standalone Superman film? David Corn Sweat seems like a great casting, just a lot of riding on the shoulders. Are people this dumb? The costumes are decent and will most likely get better as the time goes on. The fact it isn't a full reboot allows people like Peacemaker to make a return like everyone wanted. Also, it's going to be more comic book and have more heroes showing up than the previous releases where it was a standalone. Are you seriously complaining at the fact that we are getting a bunch of cool characters in a movie? Go watch Man of Steel if you want to stand alone. but this is coming from a guy that has a lot of faith in Gunn.
And then he comes
All
back.
Oh, he said, easy there. Don't be so sensitive for a film that doesn't even come out yet. But he was sensitive. He was the one that was just saying about the costumes. Hence why I still have some faith in Gunn, as we haven't seen the end result. You claim the costumes are decent. I disagree. I would say Soups is decent while the others are boring. What, really? Damn. Oh, okay. This film has to be a home run. There's no hoping things will improve with future iterations, as DC Warner have exhausted all good will in the market. I love Peacemaker, by the way, but the ties to Suicide Squad and the old DC is sloppy, to say the least. And don't kid yourself, Peacemaker, Suicide Squad are his projects, so it's clear why he wants to keep them involved. I'll say it again. I have faith in Gunn, but yes, some choices here are not great. As for the Man of Steel quip, that was a great movie. I can only hope this is as good or better than that film. And again, don't be so sensitive to other people's opinions. It makes you look insecure. Damn, he had to come with the human feelings. Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Probably not.
He's probably not gonna compete. Okay, what else? Everett. It's too early to say. A lot of Gunn's comic book stuff has been inundated with what is it? Look, I'm being stupid right now.
Jesus,
inundated with comedy. If he leans too heavily on comedy, it could get stale. Everett, my bad.
He's been doing so much comment reading lately.
Hey,
look. Judge Judy.
This is Andre. Andre said, at this point, just give Haas and Facts completely control for 2 movies, and I bet you it'll be better than whatever rehash version of Guardians of the Galaxy James Gunn is planning on bringing to the DC universe. Damn, Andre.
No faith. No faith.
No faith.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
I think James Gunn got this, bro. Yeah. James got it, Andre. I'm trying to tell you, he got this shit, bro.
I told you.
He got it.
He said, no, DC can't and never be good if they let them use good story or characters. What does that mean?
It doesn't make any type of sense.
If the Snyderverse was so great, we wouldn't be getting a reboot. I agree. I totally agree. Is this Facebook? It's like, wow. Okay, applause.
Go ahead, Matt.
Such a big downgrade. That is insulting to the audience.
It's insulting. I need more context. I want more.
That's for Snyder. He's clearly a Snyder fan.
Chad, if you're watching, please.
Chad with the sunglasses.
Please elaborate. I need more.
Here we go.
I feel like Snyder fans exist to make Rob Liefeld fans look intellectual. Wait, Rob Liefeld has nothing to do with this shit. He doesn't do DC. The fuck? All right.
Here we go.
Henry Cavill is the best Superman of all time. All right, Tom.
I
agree with you. I agree with you.
I'm with you. But that ship has sailed.
I'm with you. I could be wrong. This dude might be awesome. This dude could be awesome. We've only seen him for 2 minutes.
And he looks like Henry Cavill. Like, he looks like who? Like, in the face, they look like
exactly like
cousins. Like, for real.
Yeah, word.
They look like they could be brothers.
Andre said I have zero faith. Sorry, y'all.
Andre,
damn it, Dre.
Come on,
Dre. Come on.
All right, here we go.
He said, no, the same producers who ruined Superman Lives still work there with their hatred for comic book nerds. Damn.
Dad, bro. James Gunn is there. James, y'all.
I don't know about James. I don't know about James.
James Gunn made the Guardians of the Galaxy elite. A-listers.
Word, like
them A-listing.
Did you know who Star-Lord was before this?
They were C-list.
Nobody knows.
And we're being generous. They were C-listed characters in the comics.
What's up, Hunter?
Nobody knew Chris Pratt until this. Okay,
no.
Yeah, really.
Think about that. Let that sink
in.
Chris.
All right, here we go.
I think Warner Brothers.
I think Warner Brothers and Zaslav will make and oh, they're talking about Zaslav, David Zaslav will make stupid decisions and hinder Gunn's visions. Look, I would hope that they do not get involved.
What up, Ben?
Because as far as what Gunn has, as far as what Gunn said so far, he says that Zaslav's been a good partner. But look, Zaslav is on my hit list because he just got rid of Sesame Street.
Damn.
Just saying.
But don't you think it was time?
Just got rid of Sesame Street. Huh?
Don't you think it was time? Don't you think it was time
to get rid of Sesame Street?
Yeah.
He said, "I just got here. I know facts is lying." No. Sesame Street is now basically. He said, "I already know facts is lying." That's fucked up. He said, "I watched Craven, by the way, and I honestly blacked out like Homelander. I heard the high pitched tone in my ear for 20 minutes." That's fucked up.
Man.
He said, quick question. James Gunn knows more comic books than Zack Snyder, and he only knows about 7 Justice League members. I agree, because James Gunn is all about the obscure and weird characters that basically DC would never touch. But yet he had to basically put them in the movie to prove that they could actually be worth some substance in these movies. So it's not going to be a standalone. It's like, how can I work with the bigger emphasis of the DC universe all within somebody's standalone universe? Same deal.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Next.
Compete with what? The MCU is awful right now, has been since Infinity War. Wait a minute.
Whoa. What in the Spider-Man No Way Home?
Wait a minute.
Jamie.
Yo, bro.
Come on,
God, man. Did you stop watching?
Come
All right, whatever.
Next.
All right, here we go.
All right. Hit it. If you want a good DC, you need to send a Marvel to do it. Hey.
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
Hey.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Hit it. Now with that weak-looking Superman, what?
I mean, Superman was already a weak-ass character.
Here's the thing that you got to understand. Henry Cavill, Christopher Reeve, and Corn Sweat are all the same height and pretty much the same weight.
Like, no, they're not all the same height. They're not all the same height. This motherfucker now, this motherfucking towers all of them.
He's about like 6'5".
Yeah, he's like taller than Ben Affleck. Like he's tall, man.
He said, "Do you remember when David Ayer received death threats from the snack right?" Yes. Yeah, and you know what the funny thing is, Hunter? They're still doing that shit. Ever since this trailer came out, bro, it's been a war for DC fans right now between the Snyder cult and the new cats that want to get on board.
Yeah. Guess what? It's time to move the old people out.
Yep. Dude made 4 good films in 10 years and was given the keys to the castle. I don't get it. Because those were his only films. He only had 4 films. Guess what? They were all good films. You can even say his Suicide Squad was way better than Suicide Squad.
Way better.
And then his 3 Guardians of the Galaxy flicks. And then you're wondering why he was handed the keys. The dude loves comic books. Hard to say. MCU hasn't been good since Endgame. It's all riding on Superman now. I wouldn't agree with your second sentence, but
it's all riding on Superman now. Thank God.
Like, man,
will he be in Secret World? He'll be in Secret Wars. Superman.
I mean, look,
we get Superman in Secret World.
It ain't all bad.
All right, here we go.
Hit it.
Here you go. Sorry.
Let's see how the first couple films turn out before we pose this question. See, there's somebody with an open mind.
Which is true, but
that's
also,
what I'm saying.
Let's get to the movie. Let's get to the first movie.
Let's get to the movie, because you're gonna get this first, and then you're gonna get a Supergirl movie right after that. You're gonna get Cousin. I think everybody had an opinion, but if he sticks to getting out great stories while giving his true fans some service, he will be good. No need to try and compete. Think he knows just to stay focused on what he's doing and not worry about what the other guys are doing. Every single one of these storylines. So Superman Legacy is based on All-Star Superman. Was it the Supergirl series is a Woman of Tomorrow. You got the basically the Paradise Lost Wonder Woman story. You got Brave and the Bold, the Batman story. He's basing these off of popular DC storylines. So it's like he's going to get there. James Gunn got the touch of gold and Zack. You're not getting Gal. Take her back and Fast and Furious. You can have her.
Yeah, that's all the comments we got.
You can take. You know what I'm saying? That's all the comments. That's what I'm saying. You can take Gal back, man. Maybe what's his name? What's the Asian cat from Tokyo Drift? What's his name? Han.
Oh, really?
Han.
She can come back to life with Han. Gal Gadot back.
I mean,
they're
gonna figure out a way to. They're gonna figure out a way.
Somebody really died.
Yeah, because she came back.
No, she didn't come back. She didn't come back. They're making it seem like no, she didn't. So they're basically saying she didn't die.
I swear I seen her come back.
She didn't die.
Gal Gadot back in Fast and the Furious. Well, Jorge said that she gave up her she gave up her 9 Dragon Balls.
She came back to the franchise. That's all I'm saying.
She came back to the franchise, but they never explained if she was alive or not. Basically, what they said was she never really died.
Yeah, she never died.
Even though she fell.
They left it. They just left her on the track and was like, "Fuck it, we don't even need to see the body. Let's just get out of here." Even though that's the love of my life.
Thank you, E. It is.
What happened to her? Did she fall? Did she fall from a car? Or did she fall
from a plane that was doing well over 100 miles an hour?
Yeah,
and
more like
she fell into darkness. She fell into darkness.
Wacio, I agree.
But nobody checked on the body.
Nobody checked on the body. Look. So excited for Woman of Tomorrow, the Supergirl story, because Momoa is debuting as Lobo, and that's going to be epic. I agree.
He really is going to be Lobo. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, he's going to be Lobo in the Supergirl movie. Like he'll be the villain.
Gonna be good.
Wow,
that's going to be good
because he's already a good villain in Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
I just love.
He said she fell on a giant penguin like Domino and Deadpool. Good God Almighty! All right. Well, that's the show. All right, for all of us out here, of course, it's Christmas time. You have Christmas. 7. You actually have 6 more episodes of What If you haven't started watching them already. So season 3 is well underway. So
and it's another episode just debuted at 9 p.m. So it's already
because family. That's right.
3 episodes are up. If you haven't been watching Creature Commandos, you're god awful. You got to get on that. If you haven't watched Secret Level, you got to get on that.
I'm gonna get on it.
Nosferatu drops on Christmas night. I will be sneaking out of the house. Let's see what else. We will be doing our year in review next week.
Yep.
So everybody get your list ready.
Tell a friend. Monday. Post it up. Tell everyone. Get it on your social media. This is going to be major, big. I can't wait. As well as you shouldn't be able to not participate. It's going to be great, y'all.
Yep.
So
next week, year in review. Party nerds. We out. Peace.